never been in this facility, and was pleasantly surprised when I turned the corner and crested the hill, so to speak, and had heard about the facility but never been here. Very, very beautiful facility.
Thank you.
Other than that, I think I've talked enough.
Just I appreciate being able to be part of this joint meeting.
Ditto.
I also want to thank Mr. LaFave for letting us use your facility. Also, I'm very disappointed we didn't get to see your concepts. I know that you worked on it, and I'd like to see them at some point. I also wanted to comment that earlier in our discussions with the Planning Commission, a comment came up. How did we get in this position as far as the township goes? And I'm thinking, listening to some of the comments tonight and from previous board members, that we got in this position because when we were presented with things like Mr. LaFave's and the DDA's project for the parking lot, that instead of finding ways to do things, we look at how we can't do things. And I think with a little bit of creative thinking, this could be the first step in what we're trying to envision and get going for Whitmore Lake. And I really think that if we make an effort to find ways to do it, it's not impossible, it could be the first step. Thank you.
Well,
I just appreciate everybody's attention for staying so late for the meeting. Just on a procedural note, I think the minutes should probably reflect that all of the members of the Planning Commission were here also. We didn't get a chance to take roll, so we all made it.
Well, I just want to thank everybody too for being so attentive to the things that we're trying to do here as a group. And I'm totally pleased with having this lady and gentleman to work with on the Planning Commission, because we really are all of one mind in trying to get that work for the township to be just as possible. So, and we appreciate the way you all have kind of listened and are trying to help us along and provide guidance. So thank you. Thank you, Earl. Earl's on our committee too, and we're lucky to have Doug and Doug. So,
Ms. Wilson?
I just want to say it's good to meet with the Planning Commission again. We haven't done it in a while.
Yes, thank you, Earl, for use of the parking complex here. Again, we've talked a lot. Being on the Planning Commission, it is a great board to be on because, as Marlene has stated, everyone is focused on what is the best that we feel that the residents of this community deserve. And everyone is focused on working really hard to change the ordinances, to look at what's best. And so I really appreciate working with you guys on the board as a trustee. And, again, and board members, we really have, in my opinion, and I've said this before, a couple of years ago, a perfect storm within this community because we have all boards really thinking, at least somewhat like of a like mind, to say that, look, if we want the best for our community, what's the best way to get there? And let's work together as a group, as a whole community, to go ahead and plan for the future development of our community and not just sit on our idols, but take the oaths and responsibilities very seriously that we have undertaken. Thank you.
I would like to, first of all, thank Dan Rowan, who's not here, for the service he did for our community. Obviously he regrets that we accept his resignation. He's been a great mentor for me being on the board and going to miss conversations we've had with him. I'd like to thank the Planning Commission for their time and Doug for your presentation. It was very good. I'd like to thank Earl for hosting us, and I'd like to make sure that we remember our men and women in uniform that are in harm's way. They're protecting us and keeping our country what it is. Thank you.
We will have an election on May 3rd, and also on here for our police department. Also on there, though, I read on here, it says, and/or Washtenaw Hills Native School District millage request. Does it mean, when it says Township Police Department and/or, is it a renewal, like a
is a renewal, but the and/ors because South Lyon School District people don't get the Washington Remaining School District on their ballot. That's why I said and/or. Because I didn't want South Lyon School District people to be confused that they
But I'd like to say that whenever we have a county-wide on the school, most of the money goes to pay our bridge.
It's for their special education. A renewal. Me? Earl, thank you. It's beautiful out here. It's the first time I've ever been here.
You moving here soon?
That's what he said. He goes, I'll sell you a house. I'm like, yeah, well, I won't be paying for it. Commissioner Smith, hey. Planning Commission, I just want you to know that I'm really impressed with the work that you guys are doing. It's kind of got me rejuvened about downtown because seeing all this stuff, hearing about the rebasing. Oh, that's fair.
60s, right?
Richard Pryor. The form basing thing is an awesome idea, I think, because I just think it solves a whole lot of issues that, that we run into right now. So I want to make this, obviously the first time seeing it in the pictures and all the words, it's a lot easier to absorb it than reading minutes or, that kind of stuff. So thank you for my work.
I apologize for deviating from the format, but if I may respond to the comment about the special education village. As a member of the school board and as the treasurer of the school board, I don't think that the funds are going to Ann Arbor. In almost every countywide village that has been put before the voters of Northfield Township, the Northfield Township, or specifically Whitmore Lake Public Schools, are a receiving district, not a donor district. The amount of money collected in the city of Ann Arbor from the city residents that is dispersed across the county is such that we can't, we receive more money than we pay into the system. And it is for special education. It is a renewal only, and it is distributed on a prorated basis, so everybody gets an equal share of per student of need in that situation. So I would encourage everyone to feel free to come and ask questions or see me afterwards.
The last county-wide went down, the very last
There was a new one.
county-wide.
I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our newest board member, Mr. Magda.